Hi, I'm here with Lisa Nordén as we celebrate her 6th place finish here at the IRONMAN World Championship in St. George, Utah.
Thank you for having me. It's great to be here.
Oh, well, you've got to be pretty pleased with the toughness of the course. This finish, this performance, has got to just be leaving you feeling like you did something special.
It's funny, when you're out there fighting, the last lap on the run was absolutely brutal, and I went into survival mode. Like, you don't feel like a human being anymore. You're just out there fighting with yourself to get through the course, with everyone else who's out there. And like, I didn't think about the result at all. I just felt like I'm not doing so well right now. Like, I would love to be running faster. And then you come in and see the finish chute, and you see your name and the number, and it's like, holy jeez, like, I'm actually 6th in the World Championships. It's not that bad.
Not that bad. You're also of our HOKA family. You are the first female of the HOKA family. And so you can be a role model for your HOKA family as well as for everybody out there who is watching.
Well, I must say it was absolutely unbelievable to be racing today with the crowd, because there's so many love, like when people cheer you on in a lovely way, when you get so much love out there. And they're so good in using your name, even like some people know me and some people don't, but they still see your name and they use it. So you really feel like you're out there doing something really cool when you have people like supporting you the whole way.
Oh, that's so nice to hear, because sometimes we're just here about, how I did instead of how the crowd did for me. Yeah,
amazing. Yeah, they like really lifted me the whole way on the run.
Well, I don't know if you like coming so close to a finish line and then knowing you're only halfway through and having to go back out again. Good side, you're halfway through. The tough side is, there's that finish line and I have to go the other direction.
You know what? Like, the absolute worst part of this course is the out and back you have to do right before the finish line.
That's brutal.
So you see it,
it's torture.
And then you have to go left forever before you can actually come back and finish.
Well, we had some surprises. Some athletes went in the pros and came out in a slightly different order. Did you have the confidence to say, no one's going to catch me in this last 800 meters?
Well, I had my boyfriend out in the course. I had some back times, and I know the next place was quite far back. It was 8 minutes. Yeah. So I would have needed to like cramp. You're never safe in an Ironman. Like, anything can happen all the time.
I agree, 100%.
Out of everyone. So until I can actually see the carpet and see them, like, that's when I feel safe. But even on that out and back, if you get a bad cramp or something happens, then you can quickly become in trouble. So it was just such a relief to like get to the end.
So what were your thoughts about coming to St. George? Obviously, it's very different from Kona. And so what possessed you to
It's also
be
very
here?
Different from Sweden right now.
Gotcha.
I've been training on my TT bike, like in hats and gloves and booties. But I wanted the qualification for Kona, and there's a lot of qualifications here. I also wanted to race a World Championship. I've been in the sport for 20 years, and I raced Sprint World Champs, Olympic Distance World Champs, 73 World Champs, but I never raced an Ironman World Champs. So of course that's something I really
you
like
didn't
to
just race Olympic distance. You're a silver medalist, Olympian. How does that compare to putting your sights on becoming an Ironman World Champion?
For me, it's a whole different world, to be honest. And it's almost a problem, because with the ITU racing and the Olympic distance, everything is about racing. You race the other girls and you react in the race. If someone does something, you follow because you have to. Here, you have to stick to your own program. So if you have some targets, or if I need to be within these watts, because otherwise they're going to blow up, you have to be diligent and stick to it. So you have to let people go, and you have to be passive in a way that I'm not used to.
Maybe patient.
Patient,
because I do not see you as a passive person at all.
Well, I had to make some decisions today on the bike that, these two girls up the front, they're riding so hard. I was going to get in trouble if I followed, and I was also going to get in trouble from my coach with the numbers I was going to come back with. So I had to make a decision to like ease back and stick to the plan.
Well, good plan, right? To stay within yourself.
And the coach's plan is always right.
Always right.
Always right.
Okay, take us through your race, swim, bike, and run.
So the swim was beautiful this morning. Jumping into the reservoir.
A little warmer?
Yeah, like everyone complained and said it was going to be so cold, and
It jumped
I thought
up
it was
overnight.
lovely.
It was a gift
beautiful.
from the gods. Yeah.
And then the sunrise, and you have the mountains, and it was actually pretty flat too, so it was super enjoyable. I came out third. I was on Fenella's feet for most of it.
Okay.
So I had a pair of feet to look at and to concentrate on, and it was just really nice. And then she couldn't get her wetsuit off. So
Oh wow.
so I think she had 20 seconds on me, and she was still in her wetsuit when I left transition.
Yeah.
So that was
That's
a bummer for her.
unfortunate.
Yeah. And then I took the lead on the bike after 20 Ks, and then the girls caught me, and then I had to let them go, and I was basically riding for myself for most of the race today. So the whole Vejo loop and the up the canyon, I was by myself.
Snow
Canyon, yeah.
You were by yourself there?
Yeah, like all the way from starting the first big
Right.
loop, I was by myself. So you're in this World Championship race with this big field, and you can't see anyone in front or anyone in the back, and it's kind of eerie.
So eerie, but did it allow you to just kind of be quiet and sort of say, yeah, this is beautiful, but I've got to just stay focused on starting the marathon?
Well, it's so much easier to stay within yourself if you're by yourself.
Good point.
So for my pacing, it was really, really good, and I had a bit of pressure left in the last climb, and could just like concentrating on getting the hydration and nutrition in,
Good.
and of course the marathon lingering in the top of the mind.
Yeah, in the near future.
Yep.
Well, third on the swim, third on the bike.
Yeah.
That's a good start for the run.
It's solid, and I came in. I had some targets timing-wise that I was gonna stick to, and I felt really, really good on the first lap.
Oh.
And I had this, like, maybe this is the marathon I'm gonna really pull together. I've done 2 Ironmans before, and always struggle a bit towards the end of the marathon. And until the second loop, I felt great, and then the hammer came, and it came quite heavy.
Well, that's echoing many of what the men have said.
Yeah.
They really had to struggle. In fact, Leon Chevalier, who is your bookend, placing 6th for the HOKA men and overall, he said similar things.
Yeah. Well, I think it was just the bike course is really hard, and it was warm already on the bike. I could like really feel that I was getting warm, and then the sun, the course just warmed up every minute. It got warmer out there, so it definitely took its toll by the back end of the running.
But your nutrition, even in that heat, you feel like you have it pretty sorted?
Yeah, I managed to get everything by plan, so that was good.
Okay.
The difficult part is the hydration. Because it's difficult to run and drink a lot at the same time.
Yeah.
So I'm sure if I put myself on the scale, I'm missing a few kilos. But
you do look a little salty.
I'm feeling a little salty, a little red too, maybe.
So 9:03:31 was your finish time. Did you think it was capable? I mean, this was such a tough course. Were you thinking sub 9 hours is within me?
I was, with a better marathon, it would have been.
Yeah.
I raced Lake Placid last year, which is a similar course.
That was a win for you?
That was a win.
Yep.
It's a bit less, it's half the elevation on the run and a little bit less on the bike. So then compared to that, this result is better. But I always race hard Ironmans, so I never get a fast time. I always get the just over 9 hours.
Well, maybe we're going to change that in Kona this year.
But that's also a hard race, right?
That's true. And that is so weather dependent
Yeah,
too. It's sort of like you can't compare one Kona to the next Kona.
Right, yeah.
Not really.
But I think the heat and the humidity is going to be a factor in Kona as well.
But doesn't the 6th place finish give you confidence to be shooting for the podium?
Well, like the way Daniela rode her bike today is just a step up from where I am at the moment. It's really good because I can pencil in a bit of homework to do and where I need to up my game to have a better race. And then in an Ironman, everything can happen. You just need to be patient and try to stick it out, and then it's all there. So yeah.
So what will you take away from this race?
Well, like I like the point end of the races. I like the big races and the just the whole atmosphere and all the athletes around. And again and again I find that I really like it. So for me, preparing for a big race gives me that extra boost of focus and trying to bring something extra out of myself.
Well, and you're honing that skill, right? To get ready for the big races and to know, that you're dialed in.
That's like in short course, that's what we did. You have the Olympics every 4 years. You have the grand final. We need that extra level that you might not had previous in the season. And if I want to become a better Ironman athlete, you know, you want to be the best Ironman athlete at the World Champs, right? That's where it matters.
Absolutely. Well, we are so pleased, Lisa, that you took the time to sit with us here for HOKA TV and share with us, you know, I mean, coming literally right out of the finish line and got yourself together and came here to sit with us. Salty a little bit, but just so charming. And what do you think your positive outlook is something that just you've always had? Because I'm just feeling it like oozing out of you.
Well, I think if you race an Ironman with a negative mindset, it's going to be a very, very long day. But I think I always had that like optimism within me, and maybe that's why I'm still in the sport at 37, having done it for 20 years. If I didn't love this sport, I would not be here today.
Well, I would like to think that Leo gives you a lot of positive energy.
Leo Chevalier or Leo the puppy?
Leo the puppy. You are. I love pictures that you've shared.
He's a cutie.
He is an American mini?
Yeah.
Mini shepherd.
Yeah.
He does look like a snow leopard.
He does. That's why his name is Leo.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in Swedish, would you like to say something to your family back at home?
That's actually really difficult to do. Det är galet kul att vara här och jag är väldigt, väldigt nöjd med en 6:e plats här idag. Det var ett väldigt, väldigt tufft lopp. Det kommer ta några dagar innan jag känner mig som en vanlig människa igen. Men det var helt klart värt det. Så tack alla ni som följde loppet.
And for your English-speaking friends who are out there watching you, what would you like to say?
Thank you so much for following the race today. Thank you so much for all the cheers along the way. If it's on the other side of a computer or if it was out on the race course, it gave me so much energy. So thank you so much.
Well, Lisa, your HOKA family couldn't be more proud of you. You're our #1 HOKA athlete across the line for the women today. 6th place finish, Ironman World Championships from St. George, Utah. Thank you so much for joining us on HOKA TV.
Thank you. Thanks.